The Library of Ashurbanipal might seem like just a bunch of old rocks. But these aren't ordinary rocks. These are clay tablets, each covered with a tiny wedge-shaped writing called cuneiform. Thousands of these little slabs fill the library in ancient Nineveh, which is in modern-day Iraq. Most of these tablets are over 2,600 years old. They survived an event that should have destroyed them, a fire. The heat treated the clay, making it harder and more durable, like pottery. Imagine spreadsheets baked into brick. A mysterious man, Tariq, wanders past these ruins. He reads the markings like a book, making sense of this ancient world. This library is the oldest known collection of written knowledge, gathering everything from medicine and magic to legal documents. It was the creation of an Assyrian king named Ashurbanipal. Ashurbanipal was not your everyday king. He lived in the 7th century BCE and loved knowledge. Not just for show, but he actually read. He collected writings far and wide, sending scribes to gather texts from Babylon and Sumer. His library didn't have books with pages like today. Instead, it was stocked with clay tablets. Workers shaped clay into flat surfaces and inscribed them with a reed stylus. Then, they laid them to dry. When Ashurbanipal's empire fell to invaders, his city was burned. But strange luck struck. The fire that swept through baked many of these tablets, turning them from fragile clay into solid ceramics. Tariq envisions the library bustling with scribes, each adding to a silent chorus of clay clatter, transcribing the wisdom of the time. Fast forward to the Middle Ages in Europe. Knowledge of Ashurbanipal's library was forgotten. People weren't even sure who the Assyrians were. Old tales and fragments hinted at great empires and mighty kings, but their accuracy was shadowy. In dusty monasteries, monks copied ancient Greek and Roman texts. But they knew little of the powerful civilizations preceding them. Tariq is now a scribe in a dimly lit scriptorium. He picks up a tome mentioning Nineveh and pauses. What did those old cities look like? What languages did they speak? Monks could only guess. They knew about Ashurbanipal from obscure sources but couldn't grasp the library's treasure trove. These clay tablets withstood time and fire, yet were buried for centuries under detritus of history and displaced memory. During the Renaissance, the world slowly started to remember. Scholars in enlightened Europe looked back to antiquity for answers. Forgotten places like Nineveh began to emerge from obscurity. Some old manuscripts still lingered, mentioning Assyrian kings. The library at Nineveh was a whisper among echoes of ancient knowledge. Tariq, now a scholar in this vibrant age, looks over maps and books replete with illustrations of distant lands. To him, Assyria is a place barely hinted at. Insightful minds imagined what wonders might lie buried. But the tablets remained lost physically and conceptually. In dusty libraries, fragments of history pointed to something grand under the soil of forgotten Assyria. These feelings of curiosity and mystery bound scholars in their quest for knowledge. Jump to the mid-19th century, and the past awakens. Archaeologists begin to unearth the ancient cities in Mesopotamia. It's a dusty, sun-baked afternoon when archaeologist Austen Henry Laird discovers the ruins of Nineveh. With every brushstroke, Tariq, now an on-site archaeologist, senses the excitement of laying bare stories etched in stone. The sun beats hard, and the unimaginable unfolds as they unearth the clay tablets. What do they mean, these ancient words? They knew they'd found something magnificent. Thousands of cuneiform tablets lay scattered in disarray, yet preserved remarkably well due to the fire's incidental aid. They pieced together history bit by bit, unintentionally breathing life back into Ashurbanipal's legendary library one tablet at a time, a process echoing down the corridors of time. The knowledge of the tablets moved from the sands of Nineveh to the hearts of modern places. Museums destined to hold these mysterious tablets were built. Each explained a part of human past long gone. Tariq, now a curator, watches crowds marvel at the cuneiform symbols. The museum engages people globally to see and learn. Each visitor glimpses at a piece of Ashurbanipal's grand gathering. Leningrad, London, and Baghdad safeguarded these stones. Each museum crafted an invisible thread, showing visitors not only the distant past but also their connection to it. The unplanned fire preserved them to echo the voices of an empire that once commanded the ancient world. They now serve a purpose beyond storage, but testimony to cultural endurance. Beyond museums, the tablets influence education. In classrooms, they are key to new discussions. Tariq, now a wise teacher, stands before a classroom filled with curious eyes. He holds a replica of the ancient tablet. Each line of symbols, a puzzle inviting them to unravel stories of ancient people. The kids lean forward, drawn into the mystery of what the past has to offer. Why did they write on clay? Why didn't the fire consume it? His students grasp the tablet's durability and explore the quirks of ancient society. They laugh, seeing how life then had echoes of now. How people thought, organized, traded, believed. The fire that intended ruin added subtle strength to these tablets, solidifying them beyond destruction. In city libraries today, these ancient treasures merge with technology. Tariq, now a tech-savvy librarian, prepares interactive displays. With a swipe, visitors explore King Ashurbanipal's world. Digital screens allow them to scroll through virtual translations of once indecipherable texts. Visitors swap stone for screen but retain the depth of that ancient wisdom. The library shares forgotten texts without borders. Cuneiform evolves from relic decoration to translated content anyone can explore. Tariq smiles as each person discovers layers of the past, bringing relevance to histories that mold today. Technology marries antiquity here, forging a dynamic relationship. Murmurs of ancient Mesopotamia hum through digital displays, preserving Ashurbanipal's library not just as physical artifacts but as living lessons. Back in academic circles, scholars delve deeper into translations and interpretations. A stretch of time since Ashurbanipal gathered his wisdom, experts still unfurl it. Tariq, now a professor, guides students through the intricacies of linguistics. They handle translations with care. How varied ancient voices speak through them. They discuss mystery elements, like unknown words or phrases holding lost practices. As the fire had paradoxically preserved the tablets, the university's technology breathes modern life into them. Students tackle mysteries with enthusiasm, feeling a connection to ancient Assyrian scribes as they reconstruct meanings. Their questions continue unfurling ancient narratives, showing an unbroken line from Ashurbanipal's days to now, fed by each new advancement as ties keep freshening the timeless knowledge. Television brings the library's tale to living rooms. Documentaries popularize what began over 2 millennia ago. In a dimly lit studio, Tariq, now a documentary historian, narrates Ashurbanipal's history to a camera. Explained clearly and broadly, these stories reach viewers worldwide. Enhanced visuals recreate the dusty aisles of Nineveh's library. Each camera angle captures the intrigue from an ancient world saved by surprising fortune. A broader audience gains access to the library's significance through media, enabling wider public appreciation. Digital retellings keep cultural appreciation vibrant, filtering history into homes. The medium reimagines tablets as something compelling and alive, ensuring they're not only read but experienced. Preserved images help people understand the resilience and innovation of ancient civilization showcased by Ashurbanipal's lost but saved library. The library's heritage finds a place in cultural celebrations. It thrives as festivals embrace forgotten aspects. Tariq, now a festival organizer, oversees as crowds engage through reenactments of Assyrian life. Sunny days ring with laughter and the beat of drums. Replicas and dramatizations allow people to step into ancient customs, reviving the spirit long dormant within the clay. Traditional music fills the air alongside scents of ancient recipes. dancers in Assyrian costumes move with stories they learned of old. Festivals connect history and real space, offering tangible experience of bygone eras while acknowledging modern blends. Ashurbanipal's library transitions from static history to active part of culture, showing how its legacy bridges the world between traditional and contemporary, ancient and new. In public discussions, the importance of these tablets becomes a starting point for knowledge sharing. Tariq, back as a lecturer, presents Ashurbanipal's library to curious audiences. They gather under the glow of public halls as he unfolds its significance. Tablets diversify topics, from mathematics to prayers. The audience learns about Assyrian transitions shaping regions wide and far. Conversations spring from these night events, providing platforms for teaching and question sharing. Anyone can understand and appreciate how Ashurbanipal's collection reaches across time. The narratives tie modern identity and wisdom with ancient harmony. How stories continue to adapt, lessons retold, holding relevance in dynamic eras while keeping core truths steady. The library enriches communal exchanges, offering new insights and deeper understanding beyond historical facts. Globally, symposiums highlight Assyrian tablets' roles in enduring knowledge transfer. Scholars from different continents converse about linguistic challenges or cultural recovery. Screens display cross-reference sources and satellite imagery. Tariq, part of the roundtable, moderates boundary-crossing insights. Each scholar's work suggests additions to Ashurbanipal's story. The fire's accidental protection renewed empire narratives. A platform of shared voices keeps enriching understanding, maintaining cross-disciplinary dialogues. Different views invite respectful exchanges to rebuild complete historical pictures. Through collaboration, ancient texts reveal more truths with every read, showcasing what initial discovery concealed. With emerging research like absent pieces of a vast puzzle coming forward, Ashurbanipal's library offers ongoing opportunity to generate fresh dialogues about it, history and humanity's evolving story shared cross-culturally. Beyond all layers of academia, policymakers see Ashurbanipal's library as a valuable cultural heritage. Tariq, now an advisor, joins discussions to emphasize protection of similar sites. In conference rooms, strategies arise to protect ancient wonders. Historic precedents warm such discourses. These tablets shift perspectives regarding wildfire effects on cultural heritage. Emphasizing sustainable conservation amid socio-political urgencies remains imperative. The library isn't just history but a lesson, to learn both from its physical endurance and artifacts and its unforeseeable fortune. Participants conclude wider preservation strategies should consider resilience amid destruction, binding Ashurbanipal's narratives into practical survival tactics. Governments shape policies by drawing parallels between ancient practices and contemporary sustainable initiatives, implementing lessons from those incidents to conserve while pondering over multi-generational exchanges of historical narratives. At the ruins in Nineveh, the sun dips behind horizons, painting the skies. Tariq, alone, reflects on shadows cast across clay tablets his known through eras. To think, once words inscribed, once warm under the Mesopotamian sun, now layers of history forever valuable. Ashurbanipal's touch passes through time's sands, lending voice to words after great silence. Clay, baked by fire's fury that turned fates, stands unobserved often, yet each bears stories potent enough to endure nature both as preserver and adversary. Fate dissolved, clay preserved tales we uncover even now. A legacy intended to annihilate, solidly enduring, unfolds wisdom across the millennia. Tariq sets his gaze on the far quiet land, a witness of timeless human endeavor to learn, grow, and preserve.